Happy Sleep Tip Tuesday, everyone. I apologize if you were listening to the first go round and you heard screaming. I am with my son and another 4-year-old since his preschool is closed. So this is what's happening in these times. But today I want to talk about how stress contributes to your sleep, and more how your thoughts about stress, how your thoughts about sleep are affecting your sleep and causing your insomnia, or at least contributing to it. So we tend to think of stress as bad, but there's also good stress, the kind that pushes you to perform well. So if you have a big presentation that you're about to do, you feel stress, and that causes your body to release chemicals that help you focus and concentrate so that you do perform your best. So stress isn't always bad. But then there is that bad stress of things that feel out of our control, and this is what can keep us up at night. But if you think about it, the stressor is actually only 5% of the problem. Your thoughts about that stressor are the other 95%. So say you are worried about money and that feels a little out of control. That's literally only 5% of the problem. And the rest of it is that you're worried of how you're going to pay the bills, and that this has been happening for so long, and all of these other thoughts that might be coming up. Like, that's where things can spin out of control and create even more stress. So how we perceive something, quote unquote, stressful makes all the difference. So that's also how it is with sleep. The fact that you can't sleep is 5% of the problem. And the other 95% is your anxiety about sleeping. Your worry that you won't be able to function the next day, your misery of being tired but awake in the night, you're, not feeling great during the day. Like, that is what is really the problem. So as you know, I use lab testing to find the physiological causes of insomnia, but I also teach my clients how to control their thoughts about sleep and the stressors in their lives. And this mental part is just as important as finding the physical cause. If you don't change the way you perceive the stress in your life, your hormones aren't going to get back in balance. Your gut won't fully heal. You won't permanently get your sleep back. So all that stress that led you to not sleeping in the first place is also going to keep your body unhealthy. So that is why it is so important to look at both the body and the mind when you have insomnia. Sleep coaches tend to look at the mental part and do cognitive behavior therapy, but they're not looking at the body. Doctors treat the physical part with a pill. And so there's not much out there that is looking at both the physical and the mental, and that's what I'm doing. And I believe that's the only way to really solve your sleep for the long term, is to address everything that's causing your sleep problems, whether it's in your body or in your mind. So if this sounds like what you're looking for, something that addresses everything that affects your sleep, then feel free to message me. I'm happy to chat about what's going on with your sleep. We'll talk about what could be causing your insomnia, and we can come up with a plan to fix it, because I believe that you are meant to sleep well. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the group.